we look at this motion here and we see that it's going to be used for four sectors: small and medium-sized enterprises, the student loans, low-income housing, and then the energy efficiency, renewable energy. And our first thought was, so how will these funds be distributed among these four areas? If we look at dividing them equally, it would mean that each sector would get roughly about 10 million. And so we look at the cost of a low-income home, and that would be probably about, what, 40,000 or so for a regular low-income home. If we were to allocate 10 million for that sector, it would mean that 250 persons or 250 homes would be built from that 10 million. When we look at student loans, Mr. President, and we allocate another 10 million to that sector, a student who would want to pursue a bachelor's degree, which we are roughly saying would cost about 15,000 to 20,000 to have that degree, it would allow 600 plus persons to benefit from the 10 million if these funds would be allocated the way we are assuming that they would be. And so that is what happens when we don't have details. We have to assume.
The government or parliament cannot give more details as to what will happen with these loans, because it is not the government, central government or parliament, that determines who gets the loans. How can we come here and attach to a loan motion and say in advance who will get what? How much will be allocated to which sector? Which persons will get which student loan? Then the government will be accused of predetermining who will have access to the D.F.C. the funds. That's not how it works. The D.F.C., the desire, the confidence that the people have in the economy, they are lined up, as the Prime Minister said, to access low-interest funds from the D.F.C. The D.F.C. has its own mechanism as to how they determine how and in what way and in what amounts they give their loans to which persons for which category.
D.F.C. operates independent of government. It has its board. Government does not direct, as my colleague said, who gets from. That's a thing of the past, who gets money from D.F.C. And it's expected that it will make its decisions independently when its board meets on a regular basis to determine its operational matters.